It was a bright, cheerful morning at the Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye Lcda main hall, where children from various public schools gathered to celebrate a day dedicated just to them. Organized by the executive chairman, Honorable Razak Olushola Ajala, the event with the theme Little Footsteps, Big Future and sub-theme Nurturing Dreams, Building Tomorrow's Leaders was more than just a celebration. It was a moment of inspiration, education, and vision. The event featured an interactive panel session with Honorable Razak Ajala and his vice, Honorable Sheyi Jakonde, moderated by education advocate and broadcaster Aminat Atahiru. Together, they spoke passionately about building a future where every child has the opportunity to thrive. Honorable Ajala used the moment to reaffirm the Council's commitment to digital inclusion for public school students. When asked how to close the tech gap between public and private schools, he shared the Council's plan to equip students with personal tablets, a step towards building a generation of computer compliant and digitally empowered leaders.
I emphasize our resolve as a government to make our children to be globally competitive. And for them to be globally competitive, there's no two ways about it. They must be IT compliant. And this is one of the reasons that inform what we said during our budget. I think it was the budget presentation that we will ensure that all our pupils have tablets.
The Vice Chairman, Honorable Jakonde, addressed the pressing issue about child labor, putting it under two perspectives, one as skill acquisition and the other as child abuse. His message was clear and says no child should be forced or treated like a slave.
It depends on the perspective, how we see it. Sometimes you look at child labor as a form of skill acquisition. When parents would think, it's not all about the bush. And that the kids must also practice one trade or the other. There are different, you look at child labor in two perspectives. You look at it in form of skill acquisition. You also look at it in the form of abuse, child abuse. Because there are some errands that you send a child, right, that classify under a child abuse.
In a heartfelt moment, a female student asked what to do about her inability to fund her tertiary education. Honorable Ajala responded with compassion, pointing her to scholarship opportunities and empowerment initiatives within the Lcda, encouraging her not to give up on her dreams.
That doesn't have the hope of attending universities after school starts and really have passion to study first, like me, that really want to study, but the future is somehow shaky. What are the plans to put in place so people, not that when they just finish senior secondary school, they sit down at home and commit crimes, become notorious and destroy the society and stuff. Plans that will make them get into certain levels.
You have a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that have not created a platform for indigent but brilliant, underline, indigent but brilliant students to access loan. So if after your secondary school, if you need jam, so you jam for me and get that jam for me.
Beyond the powerful conversations, the children were not left out of the fun. From games and dancing to refreshments and group photos, the day was filled with laughter, excitement, and unforgettable memories. By the end of the event, the children left inspired, not just with snacks in their hands, but with hope in their hearts. The message from Odi-Olowo Ojuwoye LCDA was loud and clear. Every child matters, every dream counts, and the future truly begins today.